Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Today I'm a victim of puppy abuse. She didn't get to walk yesterday because it rained, and she is full of it today. So I'm bleeding all over the place because her nails. I just cut them, but stop it. Come on. Good. No. Can't have a down day. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. All right. Tuesday. Yay. What's happening? It's the end of the month. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're on the calendar today too. You're on the calendar today too. Yes, you are. All right.
Yep.
Hey, are you tall? Yes, you are. Look at, yes, you are. Get down. Okay. All right. Let's jump into the agenda. Oh, no. Come on. I didn't say jump on purpose. Okay. Today's enlightened perspective. Ready? These are addressed to me personally. So it says, Craig, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You ask, how am I causing this? Isn't that true? So what happens to you determines how you react, right? So who's reacting to a good market? Jackie is. We talked yesterday. There's how many sales? 9 sales in the first 2 months. Pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
How is this happening to you? Yeah, I'm working my ass off. There you go. So let that follow up is the key, right? Miss Megan, where are you?
She's not going to be on this morning. She
Nope.
said, yeah, she's going to talk about next week. She's got an appointment. So happy Tuesday. See you all next week. She's going to be sending flyers out on the Certify ID today to the team with a little overview on what it is and why it's important. What they're doing for all of our buyers and sellers is they're going to be sending them a link that's a Certify ID. It's basically you click a link, you get on your phone, you're going to have to take a picture of your ID front and back and then take a selfie of yourself. It'll upload and it verifies that you are who you say you are. Because of the amount of fraud that's been going on with sellers, vacant land buyers, people trying to commit fraud all over the place, it's an added level of security because you work with the largest title agency network in the state of Florida. They are definitely many steps ahead of everybody else.
Ahead for sure.
And they're trying to continue to stay that far ahead to make sure everybody's safe. So you'll get some information on Certify ID. If your buyer or seller is in the midst of a closing, they're going to get a link, an email, or a text from Alana to do that as well. That's not fraud, but if they have questions, call you. If they ask you about Certify ID, it is through Paramount Title, and it is due to a closing or opening a file for Paramount.
Wow. No, it's really serious, but there's a lot of fraud going on out there.
Yeah, and it's very easy. I just did it. Angelique just did it. So, and it's very simple. You'll just have to, you can get on your computer, but it's going to ask you to go to your phone and then open your phone because you got to take pictures and upload them that way.
I keep a photograph of my driver's license on my desktop. So I could just, you have to do it. Cool. All right. Mindset. What's the mindset going into 2025? Life happens for you. I like that. No, come on. Positive or negative? 100% positive. Yes. Motivation. What are you working for, Roberto? You're brand new, first day in the business. 6 months ago, I'm repeating for the audience. So 6 months ago, it was not on your radar. Engineering and manufacturing background. What a different realm you're walked into.
realize the potential of real estate. I committed myself to real estate.
Roberto said he recognized the potential of real estate. All right, we're going to talk about potential right now. Yep. Cool. We'll teach you. Cool. All right. Mindset, motivation, skills. Do you need skills?
Yes.
Do we have the access to skills? Yes. And then we have accountability. That's the hardest part. Why? Who's holding us accountable to what we're saying we're going to do? Chris. That's it. Okay. All right. Keeping current matters. Let's go.
What numbers were? 7, 9, 10.
7, 9, 10, 11, 14. Let's call on Mike Johnson, number 7.
So this says home prices. Yeah, go ahead, Craig. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. So you can see that this is the median sales price of existing homes from January 24 through December 2024. And what does this tell us? It says that they started, lower, and they're going up higher from 378 all the way up to 392. So when people talk to you and go, I'm waiting for prices to drop, I'm not getting on the market, I'm not going to buy till prices start dropping. Well, it doesn't matter what the interest rates are right now, the prices are not dropping. You can see they are rising, but they are lower this time of year. So that's where we are right now. We're in January, February, March. So this is the, a key time to get on the market, especially in some of the markets like we're in, where it's about investment property. If you get in now, then you can get in and take advantage of the summer months where prices increase, and also you get your rental revenue.
Yep. So what's the forecast? Prices
Well,
going up?
They're going up. They're going to go up. I mean, and that's just, when was the best time to buy a house? 50 years ago. So that's the whole thing. Prices are going to keep going up, because your valuations go up.
People literally are touching me on the shoulder saying, Craig, are you guys doing okay? Like the market's crashing. I said, you guys are nuts. We are, look at the hot sheet every day.
Yeah.
Good point here. What are buyers typically waiting for? What are the 2 things they're telling you they're waiting for? I'm waiting for interest rates to drop. Yeah, exactly. Prices to go down, interest rates to drop. That's what they're waiting for. Well, this slide shows you that prices are more than likely, seasonality of it, prices are not going to go down between now and summer or near the end of the year. They're not going to go down. This is just a season. This isn't just saying that this is pretty much what happens every year. It just happened last year. Prices go up and then they kind of balance and level off. So the prices aren't going to go down. And what have the interest rates been doing in the last couple weeks? They've dropped a little bit. But what's the Fed saying? Probably not going to reduce rates. They're probably going to keep them where they're at. So we don't know what the rates are going to do. If prices go up and rates stay the same, your payment's going to be the same right now, buying at a lower price in the rates today than a higher price in lower rates tomorrow. So everything makes sense for someone to start that process sooner. Do it now while the prices are lower. You're going to get in a better opportunity, pay, and you'll reap the benefits of the appreciation that comes over the next 3-6 months as well.
Appreciation and what else? Tax benefits. Thank you so much, right? If you're renting, what happens? Your rent goes to the landlord and they're paying their mortgage off for you. Perfect. Next slide. Ooh, this one's good. 51% of all buyers are also sellers, right? What happens when somebody buys? They need to sell. So that's just super cool. Chris left. Good point. You need to make sure you ask them so you know. Oh God. I'm a victim of puppy abuse today. Yes, you, Missy. Yeah. Yeah, we just said that one. Oh, I got blood on my shirt now too.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yes.
So the average homeowner with a mortgage has 319,000 of equity in their home, of which 207,000 is tappable. What does that show you? What does that mean?
Oh, my goodness.
They have equity, but also what's the benefit of having equity? It's basically a bank account in a way when used properly and used wisely. I was just talking with somebody the other day. They have a homeowner who's selling their home and he's like, well, he's not going to be able to sell because he owes too much. It's like, you just said his balance was 200,000 and we could sell it for 295. He doesn't owe too much. Well, no, he took out a HELOC and spent all of it. He maxed his HELOC out and blew all the money. So now he owes, if he sells his home, he's going to have to bring $10,000 to the table. He didn't use it properly. He didn't create any cash flow. He didn't buy any type of investment. He didn't generate more wealth and income using that HELOC. He just blew it. But you have a lot of people who have tappable equity that are sitting there. And if you bought a home 5 years ago, like Mike just said, when was the best time to buy a home?
5 years ago.
10 years ago, 5 years ago. If you bought a home 5 years ago, your home prices went up 50 to 100% if you live in anywhere in the state of Florida. And the average was 70% increase in the last 5 years.
Yep.
I think another thing to kind of look at with our potential consumers out there that, let's say, are starting to get into hard times. Let's say I've heard a lot of talk about, short sales and foreclosures and things like that. Understanding that this is something to possibly tap into. Like, you don't have to necessarily short sell a property. Obviously, you can't when you have $100,000, $150,000 worth of equity, in the property. So there's definitely some ways looking at this that, as a real estate agent, we have more value we can bring to the consumer and possibly help them through whatever that problem or that issue may be by understanding that this many people have that much equity in there.
And what can they do with that equity?
Leverage it.
Leverage it. That's the key. Or if you use your equity properly, real estate can make you money. Like, Jeff, you want to talk about the Beachmaker real quick? We have like 10 days left, right?
We have, yeah, we are selling these very, very, very quickly. And so, so a couple a day, 2, 3 a day are going down. So these are going to be, I was just on the phone with the ownership team this morning and prices are going up shortly. So if you don't, really, if you have anybody that's thinking right now, it's a no-brainer what they're getting for these. And we're going to strip these away as soon as humanly possible because there's not a lot of, there's really not much or any profit in these first deals. They just get us launched. So anybody who's thinking or likes the Beachmaker, buy a unit now because you're still gonna be able to buy one, but I promise you there'll be a lot more because I'm taking away the $12,000 condo incentive and prices are going up in addition to that. So it'll be a pretty big swing that you guys will see probably next week. So if I can help you push any of your people over the edge, let me know. And I will.
Yep.
Jeff, what are the people that are coming to you? What are their sentiments? Are they looking at it strictly from investment, place to put their money? Are you hearing any concern about anything, or are they pretty optimistic? Just the ones you're talking to.
Very optimistic. And there's a good question, Chris, because a lot of people are seeing a shift economically right now. Their bonds are maturing. They're not getting the returns they're used to be getting in their bank and other places they kept their money. So they're looking for a better place to put their money, for one. And they can play with it and live in it when they want to and come use it and use it for people in their company to come use and get a cost seg on it, cost segregation analysis. If you put in an LLC, there's depreciation right away. It's got everything. It's got depreciation, appreciation, and use and cash flow, right? So good luck finding me anything anywhere else that does that at this stage right now. And everybody knows pre-construction is where all the money is made in every project. It always has been, probably always will be, because there's the value to the developers to use your money to come in early. So that's the people who know that do well. So this is the level that is the best one. Now, there won't be much further into the future where my pitch is going to be really simple. You have a beach house that'll pay for itself. That's it. That will be the pitch. And then pretty soon you're going to have a beach house that's kind of cool to have, and it won't pay for itself. And it's going to go over the next 2.5 years to that level. So this is the rare time that you get a beach house that will pay for itself and you can use, spits out cash flow, and it's easy to buy with money back at closing.
So my question is to you guys, how many of you have the Beachmaker on your personal website? Right? So what can you do? Send that link. It's yours. The leads are going to come to you and they come to you directly.
Post it on every social platform you have and If somebody nibbles on your hook, great. If they don't, at least you have, it looks like you have a bigger reach. I mean, even Tracy, you send it to your people in the Keys, right? Investors are investors, right? Pensacola, Panama City, Orlando, Tampa, it doesn't matter. People love Marriott, people love Florida beaches, and the rest will take care of itself.
Nothing but
And it doesn't
opportunities.
matter. It doesn't matter what your political views are, what you think. Half the people think the economy's crashing. Half the people think the economy is going to boom, no matter what country you're in, no matter where you're at. So if you know people in this country, other countries want to invest in this in America just as much as anybody else. So you have opportunities everywhere. If you know, there's a lot of people bringing outside money. Jeff, are you talking to a lot of foreign investors? Have you had communication with a lot of foreign investors?
Yes, we do have some German investors, we have some Irish investors, and several Canadian investors, and they're coming. They're coming. This is we hit this one perfectly, guys. The timing was right. It's emerging out of the hurricane problems that we had too, so it's kind of an emotional boost to the region as well. So I think everything kind of plays well together.
Nice. Okay. Next slide. Tracy, why don't you read this one?
Unmute. Good morning. Nationally, average homeowner equity remains near a historical peak at over $311,000. Over the
Holy.
past decade, the typical homeowner has accumulated $201,600 in wealth solely from price appreciation. I can attest to that. A typical homeowner accumulated $147,000 in housing wealth in the last 5 years. For the third quarter of 2024, the average U.S. homeowner gained approximately $5,700 in equity during the past year. It's like it was said before, owning a home is essentially like having a hidden bank account, a hidden savings account.
So you guys have a duty to talk to people about homeownership. This is the right thing to do. Next slide, and we're done. Oh, look at us.
Dark
So
blue.
greater than 500% increase. Florida's dark blue. 450% we've gone up. Percent change in home prices. So you want to be in Florida, Utah, Colorado, Idaho, Oregon, Montana, or Arizona? That's the biggest places we've been. Where are we? We're talking about mindset, right? It's all there for the taking.
I think this also goes to show about just investing in real estate. Look, since 1991, this is the return that people have seen on their real estate investments. I don't see anything less than 200% on, well, 191% in Connecticut. That's the lowest that's on this map, 191% return on something since 1991. Real estate's a good investment, always has been. There's also slides inside here that show that 73% of people feel like real estate is the investment that they should be in, that they need to take more advantage of real estate as the best opportunity for them to maximize their returns and their money. So this is just, it shows a lot of great things that, yes, Florida's a great place to be, but overall real estate is an amazing investment for people.
Yeah, where else can you get that kind of return on your money? Are you excited about being in real estate? So what you need to do is share this information with the people you know and say, wow, get involved now. Because when's the best time to buy real estate?
5 years ago.
5 years ago. There you go.
Second best time is today.
Yep. Okay, next one. My inbox, there's only a couple things. I'll send that newsletter out. Jimmy did a tip of the week. I hope you guys are paying attention to these things.
Yeah, let me talk on this one because this is this one is kind of time sensitive.
It's very
because this e-blast that was made, and thank you for those that have helped kind of make sure that I am on point with some of those. I had to make a couple adjustments, so I appreciate everybody that reached out to me to make the adjustments accordingly. But it's available for you to throw out on everything from a video to obviously social graphics if you want to use that, or an e-blast to get in front of as many people as you can. But it's talking about filing for homestead if you purchased a home in 2024. We only have the rest of this week to file.
When's the
So-
deadline?
March
March
1st, so you have till Saturday. So this could be something pretty nice to send out to all your past clients or your entire database. And since we're in tax season also, right, look at some of the things that are in there that kind of talk about the property taxes and certain things that you can do on the tax side with it. But then also one of the nice things that we kind of added to this one is we talked about equity like we have today in the Keeping Current Matters. It talks about equity, and then also has a call to action that if you want a free equity review to kind of reach out to you. So it's definitely, it's a little different than what we've done in the past, kind of having that call to action. But send that out and let's see if you get anybody responding, wanting those, quick equity reviews, so you can let them know where they stand. Then this video will show you how to send out an e-blast to everybody that you know, along with just go to town with it and kind of put it out there. So just make sure this, again, time sensitive with this one. You probably want to send it out probably today or tomorrow to get in front of at least your past clients when it comes to the homestead side, or that video that's in there around homestead and filing.
What a shame. I told you my neighbor went 4 years without filing homestead. They bought their house for 600,000. Now it's assessed at $1.2 million. So they finally got their homestead after I talked to them, but they lost $600,000 in savings. Now the tax is just way high. So send that out, please. I think that's all we got. That's it. Then we'll go to birthdays. There we go. Sun City Senate, Brian Kerfus. Amelia Lum. Ooh, yay. That's John Lum's daughter, in case you don't know. Jackie Pope on Apollo Beach on the 26th. Marie Kelly Touchton on the 27th. Anita Radman on the 27th. Laura Meza on the 28th. Celeste Busby also on the 28th, along with Melrose Marone. And Mike Puma has a birthday too. And then we've got Tina White from the Roman Group. We got Amar from Indian Rocks Beach, and then Jean Claudwell from Sarasota, and Jackie Stone on March 1st. There we go. That's it. And what's our target? The path to Centurion starts with Masters Ruby, Masters Emerald, Masters Diamond, and then Centurion, right? So $140,000. $140,000 is over 6 figures in income. What's the average income for the United States? I want to say it's $45,000. I think I Googled it the other day.
Yeah, I can't remember what the last one was, but it's between $40,000 and $60,000.
Yep. So to be in that level is huge. And what's coming up in March? The top agent retreat in Disneyland. Yes. That's it. Short and sweet. Let's break off to individual office meetings. Anybody else got something to contribute?
Hey, there was a comment saying they didn't get the. I'll send that to you, Colleen. But go back and look for an email that was sent Friday from Jimmy McNally. It says tip of the week, and that's going to have that e-blast. That's going to have everything available for you, that and the instructions how to send out the e-blast for you.
Perfect.
Just a little pitch. Sarah McIntyre commented on this, and she said she had 10 groups through a condo open house on Sunday, 8 of which did not have agents, 2 of which needed to sell and buy. Back to the point of 51% of buyers are sellers as well. Have an appointment with both of them today.
Good job, Sarah.
Open houses are a great opportunity when done well, done right, and followed up with. Especially with the way that the buyer broker agreements and buyer broker things have changed and shifted. It's a great passive way for buyers to get into a property without having to sign an agreement with a buyer, because everybody's having to get them signed. But you representing the seller or the brokerage in someone else's open house from Century 21 Beggins or BE3, you do not need to have anything signed. So it's a great passive way to do that. And then you take the active side of going and talking to the sellers and neighbors and people all around you to create more conversations. So really good. She said, just throwing it out there, things were a little slow, but also got another contract on a condo hotel and also from an open house. So be encouraged, do open houses. Everything works when you work it.
Yep. And we have plenty of homes to hold open. Yes, we do.
If you're in the Tampa Bay area, I've got a list of about 30 to 35. And if you're not in one of the local offices here and want to hold an open house in one of these areas, please shoot me a message. I'll get you that list and you can coordinate with a listing agent to hold one of those open. So shoot me an email, please, chrisreed@c21be.com.
Cool.
Craig, I just got 4 emails about that.
Did you really?
Minus 4%. Okay, then.
Love
Cool.
it.
Awesome.
All right.
Happy
Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday.